I'm going to show you today how to do the bouncing ball and then add in a second layer of animation on top of it. So the first thing we're going to do is open a new project, which we have here, and we have your stage right here. We're going to draw a ball. So to do that, we're going to go over to the toolbar and click on the oval tool. We're going to hold our shift key down so it constrains the proportions, and we're going to draw a perfect circle, just like that. I would like the ball to be red, so I'm going to use my arrow tool, my selection tool over here. I'm going to select the ball and then come over here to fill, and I'm going to fill it with some sort of red or pinkish color. Okay, so there's our ball. We can change the stroke to black as well. Okay, so now we have our ball. We need to convert it to become a symbol to be able to animate it. So we're going to select the ball, go up to the Modify menu, and we're going to go to Convert to Symbol, name it Ball, keep it as a graphic, and click OK. Also, we're going to come down here to your layer, because since you're going to have two layers, you want to name this layer Ball. So we're going to name it Ball. Okay, then it's very simple. Remember that every one frame is 1/24 of a second. So 24 frames, so about here is 1 second, 48 would be 2 seconds, and etc. So we're going to make this a couple seconds long. We're going to start at frame 25, and we're going to insert a keyframe. So you just right click, go to Insert Keyframe, and click. It'll put the black dot there to notify you that you have a keyframe. And then you have to click on it and move the ball to where you want it to be at that particular keyframe. So I want the ball to be here. Then I'm going to go about another 25 frames to 50 and insert another keyframe. I'm going to move the ball back up as if it's bouncing across the screen. And as it bounces, it's going to get a little bit lower each time. I'm going to continue that way across my timeline, inserting keyframes and moving the ball back and forth. And eventually I'm just going to have the ball bounce off the page around frame 100. Okay? Then the last step we have to do for the ball is insert the tweens. The tweens you do by right-clicking, and a tween basically fills in all the frames between your keyframes. So if you create a classic tween, you'll notice it'll put an arrow in there, meaning it's animating all those frames in between. So if you were to click frame by frame, you can see right here I'm clicking frame by frame and it moves just a little bit each time. But you didn't move the ball like that when you did it each time. Then we have to add in, we can check to see what it looks like. So do Command Enter, and you can see the ball bounces. And now what we're going to do is add in a second layer, which is a sun going across the top. So we're going to go down here to the bottom right, or bottom left, I'm sorry, add a new layer. We're going to name it Sun. We are going to draw another circle up here in this corner this time. Get a little smaller. This time I want my sun to be yellow, so I'm going to highlight it. I'm going to fill it with yellow. I'm going to change the stroke to yellow. And then I'm also going to draw a couple small lines here just to kind of make it look, give it some rays. Doesn't have to be perfect. Okay. Then we have to convert the sun to be a symbol as well. It'll also group it all together. So we go up to Modify, Convert to Symbol. We'll name it Sun. It's a graphic. Click OK. And the sun's really easy. In frame 1, it's going to start on this side, and then in frame 100, it's going to end at a keyframe just across the page. Whoops. Just across the page over here. And then again, we just have to add the tween in between. So doing Command Enter to see what it looks like, you now have two animated objects in two different layers, and you would just continue this way for any other objects that you wanted to add.